Hey Tep. Greetings, sisters and brothers. This is Brother Hardcoat Per Neter Kemet, sending you out, little energy, peace, love, all that good stuff. Now, we're going to recap, because we're about at the middle of Magi training. And the training at this level is called Heru. Now, of course, some people have heard of Heru, the first superhero, the Avenger, the first Avenger, who avenged his father, Usar. So within you, within us, Heru is the free will. We dealt with the left brain, we dealt with the right brain. We dealt with the consciousness. Now, we're going to deal with the will. You may notice I didn't say willpower. The will by itself has no power. All the other faculties, all the other powers that I'm talking about on the other videos are the powers. But the will is the only free aspect of yourself. So it is your will that moves these powers to do what you need done out in the world. So at this level we develop the leadership abilities. Heru set your lower self, set, upset. Heru set for the kingdom. You understand? Who's going to rule? Your higher self, your higher self, or your lower self? Set. So at this level we learn about being leaders, because Magi, you don't go through all this training to just lay back and be like, oh well, be chilling. No. It's about becoming a leader, not necessarily a leader of a nation, but a leader of a corporation. Again, the best example of a Magi, inadvertently, one of the jobs that we do is get with leaders, help leaders do what they, because if you find a good leader, you can basically guide him on a spiritual level. That's what Magi do too also. So in that sense, you can be a leader like Merlin was to King Arthur, because King Arthur was the one that had the charisma and, and he was the warrior and such, because it's about war when you deal with land. But Merlin told him when to make a move, when not to make a move, according to the stars, the astrology part, and all that type of stuff. So that's one way a Magi leads nations. Some Magi become leaders of nations, but there's also leaders of corporations, just leaders in anything that you do. This is the level of Heru. I'm a poet now, I just didn't know it. Okay, so me myself, what it is, I am leading because nobody else is doing. In Per Neter Kemet, I'm training Magi. We're going to open our school or find a piece of land to open the school, to open the church, is what it's need to be called, you know, what the IRS calls it, a church, but it's a temple. And we will be learning these things that I'm mapping out now in these videos. And they will go out there and they will learn the Tai Chi, you know, all the things in the first part, and learn how to become consultant instructors of self-healing, but they will give up a year to learn how to grow hemp, how to produce the products from hemp, how to grow medical marijuana and produce those products, because as a church we don't have any limits on THC levels, and we don't have any limits on how much our members can have in their possession, etc. So once we're going to buy raw land, and once we have that, we're going to set up what's called Pacific domes. These domes can be put up in a day or two, depending on the size, and that way we can live on the land right away, as opposed to waiting to build structures. The land is much cheaper when we get it raw without structures already on it, and we won't have any rent, so to speak, except for the payments for the land and the taxes once a year or twice a year, however we want to pay it. So for little or no money, we have this raw land, and all we have to do is cultivate it so we can plant seeds, hemp and marijuana and cannabis medicine. These will be our main source of business. Also, we're going to be creating holy water. I'll get into that on the video by itself. So the foods will be packaged and processed in such a way it's all going to be all natural, of course, all organic, by holy people, you understand? But they'll be packaged, they'll be dried, cut up, dried, and packaged, sealed, so that you can get these food formulas wherever you live. We can mail them to you, wherever you live. And the idea is that this is for survival. There's no survival natural foods out. There's all that powdered junk and all that. And the formulas, they will be based on the 5 elements of Chinese medicine. So the plan, all these plans are on the DVDs, or rather on the videos that I made that's on the website. So you can go to the website and see about the whole plan and everything. But that is what I am doing personally, and there's only going to be a few people because not everybody going to want to be a Maji and train like this and train in martial arts and all these different things. But I am doing this, that is my way of leading a certain amount of us out of here, those that want to get out of here and just raise up to the highest spiritual level that you can do on this planet. Believe me, this is the highest stuff that you can do without being connected to some religion or some order, or you know, you got to be connected to their thing so that the leader is also siphoning off all your power. No, this is about know thyself. Everything is you are the leader of you. You are the power. I'm not the power. I'm just a teacher that's going to teach you some shit. You have the free will to learn it or not. I'm not giving it away. You know, this is a fee. Or either you help in the work study program or you pay $50 a month. And it's a 12-month program if you want to be a Magi. Alright, so that's that. It's Heru, power of the, or not the power, but the free will. The free will. I will do this. I will do that. Alright, so hit that. It's time to get our spirits and our souls together, our minds and our bodies, because we're about to go through some trying times. And it ain't about playtime is over. It's about getting yourself together and getting our own. As a group of people, we have more money than some nations on the planet. But we spend it with other people as opposed to ourselves. It only takes a few of us. We have to put our money together and do our own thing. Growing hemp, we can make clothes, we can make homes. Alright? So that's that. That's where I'm going with the leading part of it. Leading some of us out of here. If you want to be a part of it, contact us. Peace in the mind, peace in the heart.